EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Washington Commanders. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
19 tight. Ready? 19, 18. Ready?
Right to the air goes Daniels. Forced out wide. That one is brought in by Terry McClure. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
$18 Rattler. 2. Cowboy 8, Mustang 19.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
Ready? 19 Tiger.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
And now they find themselves on the verge of really putting together an opening statement drive here at the start of this game. But now that the field becomes condensed, continue to be smart in the way you attack this defense. The last thing you want to do is settle for 3 in what's been a very impressive opening drive.
Hawk 70. Go.
Throwing again. Daniels. Moving outside the pocket to the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. the rookie out of Arkansas. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Leo Chenal in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Looking down the field, but that falls incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
On the set. Hey, check that. Let's go.
Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Down the sideline to the 20. So close to taking it all the way. They bring him down to 2, but it's 1st and goal from there. A big play there for Washington. 52 yards. So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal.
Check. 70 Timberwolf. Dragon 60. Ready, right?
Krosky-Merritt trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Bronco switch.
And goal.
Right back to Krosky-Merritt, and he barrels his way into the end zone. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, touchdown Washington. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
That is caught. They get the 2-point conversion. What a start to this one. An 8-0 edge.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Bowers, the man in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Deron Payne getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real long.
3rd and a long way to go. Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll look deep, left sideline. And that is incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And this is a pretty good result. That kick will head out of bounds. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's Daniel. Forced out wide. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Ready? Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 22 yards there. 1st down, Washington.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come 19. Come on. Set. Cowboy, Dragon 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Short one there to Okonkwo. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Got it. Ready? Trap 60. Trap 60. 60. Warriors 70. Ready?
Daniels gonna throw again. Open right side is Okonkwo. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Well, give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Strike. 65 catch.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Roll. Let's go.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
The tackle by Quay Walker. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, Buffalo 18.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Let's go.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
3rd down.
19 tight.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. And this is a long one. Officially 64-yard field goal attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. They'll go with the rookie out of Boise State, Ashton Jeanty. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On a zone read, he'll hand it to Jeanty. He'll have a 1st down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Vegas.
Gain of 23 yards. And the Raiders first down.
On the ground, it's Genty. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Bowers, the man in motion. They'll run the toss to Genty. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Run out of the gun for Genty. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Go.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
They'll start the drive with Krosky Merritt. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
His own 9-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 tight, 19 tight, Panther 11, Panther 11.
To throw is Daniels. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. A big play after being backed up. It's a gain of 34. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready? Press all 80.
Daniels now going to look to throw. That's swung out to Krosky Merritt, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Pickup of 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
18, trap 50, trap 50.
They'll throw with Daniels. Flush to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
And their only realistic chance to end the half with points is to throw the ball near the sideline, gain as many yards as you can, and then hopefully either get yourself in position to kick the field goal or at the very least in position where you can attempt a Hail Mary.
Come 19! Come 19!
Third and short, and it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Second and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. Going to air this one out. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Safe kick taken at the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. In motion, that's Thornton. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Third and long. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a little pump pass. That one not disguised too well. He'll get back to the line. That's it.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Look wide, get this one complete. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
That's another Raiders 1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Raiders.
Back to the air one more time. He'll locate Thornton over the middle. And he's close to another 1st down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Second and goal, now it's from the 6-yard line. A throw out wide, that is dropped. That could be a live football. The Commanders come up with it. He's to the 40, to the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Commanders. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind. And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Commanders will extend this third quarter lead.
Raiders, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line.
14-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That is a Dafe Owe. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
You know, Mike, anytime you decide you're going to air it out, backed up on your own goal line, the defense understands the risk. They understand the quarterback wants to get that ball out of his hand fast. They're going to take some chances, jump some routes. And they're lucky that wasn't a pick six, and instead, just resulting in that turnover.
Now, from the 36.
Let's go now. 18, Rattler. Panther 60, Panther 60. 79 Broncos, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Here's Daniels. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Seven Pirates. Here we go. Bronco 80.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Get it! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Pioneer!
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Deputy! Cut Cowboy 80! 19 Lions!
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Moving to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, right?
To the air again is Daniels. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
And the Washington
A pickup there of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Tag! 70 Lions! Ready?
They'll run with Krosky Merritt. And he will get into the end zone. Corey Krosky Merritt. Touchdown, Washington. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And another score puts them in great shape here in the 4th quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start. And this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
So now Daniels and the Commanders offense going to go for 2.
Here we go.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Mustang 19!
Now Daniels. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown. But now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
Here comes a return from the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Quick throw. Here's Pesh on the RPO. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On the ready.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
70, 65 Cat, 65. Big Lion. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. A big play there for Washington. It's a gain of 49.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play gets them down close. And now it's first and goal.
2. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Throwing is Daniels. Escape. Good blocking, and he's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. In motion, that's Thornton. He'll look to throw. Pass caught right side by Thornton. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds. From the 43, here's second down and 2. They'll motion the slot man right. Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll try to run for it. But not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play for Vegas. 36 yards.
First down, Las Vegas.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Now this time he'll set up to throw. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 20, here's second and 9.
At the 20-yard line.
At the 60.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. and the Commanders are going to get the football at their own 23.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Dragon 60. Let's go. Bronco with 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Throwing on second down. Daniels. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 7. It's fourth down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The Commanders set to kick this one away. And he's on to punt for just the second time in this game.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
16 yards. That's another Las Vegas first down. A gain of 16 yards. And a Raider first down.
He'll drop to throw. And more of the same. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Come on. Set. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Daniels now on first down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
On second down, it's Daniels. Again, working deep downfield. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Moody now for the extra point. Now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. And this is not going to come close to fooling anyone. Hard to believe they thought that would work. It didn't. They come away with nothing on the extra point. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return starts from the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out quickly to his left.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I think this drive, and particularly that last 3rd down incompletion, Mike, has really summed up the story of this game offensively. No matter how many times they try to generate some plays through the air, there's just nowhere to go with the ball. In this case, the coverage is tight. They go 3 and out again. You've got to have earlier success and not just wait for 3rd down to bail themselves out. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
We'll see how they want to play this. Up big. They begin with 1st and goal.
19 tight, 19, 70 Lions, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. A big mistake. It was 1st and goal, and it's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field.
Let's give credit to the defense. I mean, those throws, they have not been there this entire game. They have tried time and time again to test this defense downfield, and you can see a little frustration mounting from some of these receivers. They cannot connect downfield.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And the Commanders are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start.